hushed, and I suppose the fear that still lingers after choking for air. Being close to the edge makes you aware that the dying and the bearing are another part of you, just as the crashing waves, white caps above the blue, are part of a moving sea. We are moving too. So as you live your life right now, keep in mind this thought. The picture that you're making is threaded with a knot. Enjoy the act of sewing. It's okay to prick your thumb. Your blood will just add color to a quilt that's never done. Someday it will hold your patch, your story, bright and clear. So make it full and sensual to cover those still here.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you very much. Well, good morning. I'd like to start, maybe we could just take a couple of minutes and put our highest energy and healing energy and love out for Mr. Wayne Tush this morning. Wayne's having some issues today and he's just taking the day off. So if we could just send Wayne some of our energy and our love, I think he certainly could use a little vitamin injection from all of us. Thank you. And Michael, thanks to you. He's always coming up with things like their birthdays or celebrations going on and stuff, and for him to share that with us, it just makes it more interesting all the time, so thank you. Thursdays, our spiritual book study group.
We meet this Thursday.
This coming Thursday, 10 o'clock in the hall. How are the flowers doing, by the way?
No people for July.
Okay,
We have half of it.
okay, all right. Monday night, Healing Circle, 7 o'clock, right here. That's excellent. There's a lot of things. Next Saturday is our bluegrass band's going to be here, the Bloomfield Bluegrass Band, from 5 to 7 at our cabaret. I've got to be in town early that morning. Anybody want to set up chairs early, kind of like 8-ish, 9-ish, something like that? We'll talk in a little while, but we need a couple to set up. That'd be cool. Next Saturday is also the Cotati Music Festival. And that's why I'm going to be in town setting up down there at the park. But it goes from 1 until 6. And invite all of you to go. But if I find you go to that and you don't break away at 5 o'clock and come to our cabaret, we're going to have some serious discussions, I think, ongoing, just so you know. So anyway, but it could be a whole day of really good music. They've got some good bands this year, the Blues Burners, and a couple others are going to be down there. So, and they've got 2 stages, and so the music is just non-stop all day. So a lot of vendors and fun things. Then the following, I guess the next day, the 25th, we're having Julie Miller as a guest speaker. And then we're going to have Potluck right after that. So it's just going to be a whole fun weekend next weekend. And then you kind of the first weekend in July, I think it's like the 2nd, maybe, you can kind of just relax, just come to church and just, get your pep talk and have some donuts and go home. But then the following Saturday is the pancake breakfast. And I forgot the clipboard. Wayne's going to really be angry with me. I forgot the clipboard to sign up, but I'll have it next week, I'm sure. And we can sign up for helpers for that. If we start, Wayne and I get early, but if we could get some people at 6, I got a couple of young boys going to carry the tables out and up the chair, so we get the tablecloths and set up. Saturday morning. Friday night, we need about 3 people for an hour and a half, starting at 5 o'clock, to kind of get everything prepped for the day before. And that's on the 8th of July. And the board meeting's postponed a week, is that, we've just postponed a week till be the 18th or something, 17th, 16th. 8th, 9th, 7th, 16th. Yeah, something like that. Wow. That's a lot of announcements. Anything else that we ought to, yes, oh, yeah.
Okay, so thank you to everybody that's helped with the COTS baskets. We're going to wrap it up what we have and store away the leftovers for the next time they ask us for help. Should be able to get them complete today. And then on another thing, I don't know that Noah ever brought us the barrel back, but for now, any food collections, there'll be 2 cans in back by the bookcase, and just put food donations there. I'm going to probably reach out to the Empire Food Bank and have them bring us a barrel. They service a little bit more regularly. Thank you, everybody.
Sabrina, how many baskets did you make?
10 complete, total 10 complete.
That's
a
really,
lot of stuff.
that's really amazing for a family of this few people. With just, and it wasn't but what, 3 or 4 months ago, we did 5 before that. So you got this sharing thing and this loving thing down pretty good, folks. So thank you very much. And the people at COTS, there are a lot of organizations that do some real good things in this place, in this county, but COTS is just phenomenal. They just keep growing and doing more and doing more. They're like Redwood Gospel Mission, keep doing more and doing more. And we just kind of do a little helping whenever we can. And that makes us part of something really good consciousness and good energy. So thank you, all of you. All right, so we got the baskets filled up. We had food filled up, basket filled up, and went to Lenny's Way. We have in this place right here, in each one of us, we have everything we need. Let's stand up and sing about in this very room. There's enough of everything. Each other in the traditional Church of the Oaks fashion. It's hard to believe we have this much fun and doing.
I don't remember church being this much fun when I was in this stoic, conservative, strict Catholic church when I was a little boy. It was really somber and, ooh, it was really, not a single smile. You know, it was really, it was a different place.
Well, we have quite a few recovering Catholics here, and we just don't have that against anyone at all.
There's a movement out there, recovering Catholics. I'm still physically sore. I went to Catholic grammar school for, you know, I got beat up and everything by the nuns.
Oh, they're vicious people.
Drawing blood.
Take a ruler, there's little wood rulers with the metal strip up on the edge and right across the knuckles.
And I tried my mom and dad, and they said, well, it's just the way it's got to be. You know? Good to see you.
How's Doug doing? What's that? I am too. What's that? Dean Kelly? Oh. Wow. I'm going to do that again. That's kind of nice. I have a new affirmation for us today. Thinking about our abundance that we have. For most of my life, when I'd hear somebody talk about an idea, a new thing, my standard response to that was, oh my God, but that costs a lot of money, I probably can't afford it. Most of my life, I lived like that. And I need to thank Vivian Clark for being on my case about transcending that lack consciousness. And I thought about her like at 3 o'clock this morning. And I heard she used to raise hell with me a lot, trying to get me to get myself back in line. And I woke up and I had a cup of coffee and I thought, I'm going to share an affirmation. My affirmation for years was, I wonder how much that costs and I probably can't afford it. Well, let's have a new affirmation, folks. Let's affirm that abundance and prosperity is everywhere, and I am the channel for that abundance and prosperity, and it shall flow through me from now on. Let's affirm that together. The world is full of abundance and prosperity.
The world is full of abundance and prosperity.
And I am the channel for that abundance and prosperity. And it shall flow through me forever and ever.
It shall flow through me forever and ever.
Don't you feel better? I do. I think my wallet just got heavier. I don't know, but I swear it just got heavier. It feels heavier. Oh, we got so much. All we have to do is be aware of it and let it flow through us. Everything. Money, food, love, friendship, success, talent, passion. Just let it flow. Let's read together this affirmation. It's kind of secondary to our new one, but it's already printed, so we got to read it. That's kind of the rule. Abundance is not something we acquire. It's something we tune into and become the channel for abundance and prosperity forever and ever. Let's ponder that amazing wisdom, sir. let's sing together in the stillness of the silence as we prepare to embark upon our practice for the morning.
Good morning. With that beautiful prelude and introduction, let's stay with this theme of stillness and silence. Everyone, I invite you to close your eyes. Take your grounding breaths as usual. And then I want you to just notice the stillness. So as I stand here, I'm helping to radiate it. There are many divine helpers doing the same as well. This is in fact where God lives, in the stillness, in the silence. As we stay in this stillness together, I invite you to ask yourself, what am I creating with God right now? What is my deepest heart's desire? Don't need to go looking, it's already there. Part of that abundance Patrick is talking about. But you have to get still and quiet to find it. And not only that, it can only be manifest from that place of stillness, where we meet God. Just going to stay in this stillness for another few moments together. Just relax your awareness and notice what arises. This stillness lives within each of us. It is where our abundance can be found. Namaste.
Thank you, Natalie. That stillness. That's when we can become aware of the harmony and the tranquility that is the consciousness of this universe. Deepak Chopra says that everything is consciousness. There is nothing but consciousness. You have to ponder that a while before you get your head wrapped clear around that. But if you look at this universe that we're part of, there are disturbances all the time because everything changes. But if you stand back and look at the whole universe, all of the trillions of galaxies, it's actually amazingly peaceful. There's things that blow up. But I wonder, when you get mad and say bad words and naughty names at somebody, does that really affect the tranquility of this entire immense universe? Nah. Affects your life, maybe somebody else's life. When there's a car wreck, it's horrible. But does it really have major effect on the tranquility of the entire universe? No. I think that the consciousness of tranquility and peace and harmony is so strong and meant to be so strong that it transcends and moves over top of everything that we could be called a disturbance. Your whole body has, I don't know, more than I can count, billions, trillions of things, molecules, cells, and it goes along doing all the things that keeps this person running, moving, doing stuff. And let one little thing, one little scrape on your finger, within seconds, the repair crew is at work. The tranquility and the peace and the harmony of your whole body function isn't disturbed much by one little scrape. And not very long, you can't even tell it's there. And some people, well, I got scars. I had double bypass surgery. Right down through here, just busted it all open. That was 12 years ago. You almost can't see the scar. It's a slow process to remove scar tissue, but my body has done it over time. That repair crew has been working for 12 years. And Lord knows I've given them a bunch of other projects as well along the way. But those disturbances in my body, does that actually affect the consciousness of the universe? All the wars, horrible. But does it affect the peace and tranquility of the consciousness of the universe? It's strong. Ananda. We should give him a round of applause because he keeps our yards looking really good. Let's thank him for doing that. That's a sweat job. But the minute he gets done cutting that grass, you can watch it. In less than 30 seconds, it starts to repair and grow. And makes him a non-stop summer job. It's just every spare minute he's got, he can spend mowing. And when he cuts the grass, that's very disturbing to the grass. We think it's nice, but that's disturbing to it. But they start the repair work immediately. But the consciousness of our planet, the consciousness of the universe, doesn't even notice. You know, I think that we might learn something from that. That we can choose to have a personal consciousness. That, yes indeed, disturbances happen. Yeah, we get angry, we get hurt, we get scared. All kinds of different things show up in knee-jerk response to these disturbances that occur in our life. But if our consciousness is strong enough and peaceful enough and tranquil enough, that's just a little bump. Doesn't mess up the whole tranquility of our lives and the lives of those around us, and certainly gets along fine with the tranquility of the universe. That peace and harmony. There are always disturbances, hiccups, bumps in the road. There's not a road we can go down in life without hiccups, bumps, suffering, fear, anger. It's all there. It's on every roadmap of every life. But we can adopt and work at maintaining a consciousness of harmony and tranquility. I remember something I talked about a long time ago that just kind of spoke to me this morning right after I was catching hell from the Vivian. We have a huge disturbance in our lives right now, probably the most important disturbance and the most dynamic disturbance that humanity has known on this planet. And that's global warming, climate change, whatever you want to call it. We're trying to, by our contaminating our air, we're kind of signing the death certificate for life forms, a lot of them, us included. And all of us keep looking for that dude that's going to get elected and fix it. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. A while back, I was on Google and I Googled about money and stuff and profits, and it seems that where does everybody buy everything online? Amazon. Last year, Amazon, and I'm not sure what this term means, but their net revenues, whatever that is, was over $20 billion. And they had at that time 46% of the market share. So if I'm to get that their $20 billion was 45%, 46%, roughly 50%, that means we, earth-loving Americans, are spending $40 billion a year just on our e-purchases. And if you add up the hours and stuff, that comes to about $20 million an hour. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. $20 million an hour we're spending just off our computers and phones. Just our e-purchases. $20 million an hour. 24 hours a day. That's a serious addiction, my friends. No politician, no great leader is going to change our addiction to consumption. And it's that consumption of all that stuff, not even made in this country, so we're paying fuel to bring it from wherever it's made to here on the boats, contaminating the oceans with all the diesel fuel gunk that's in the water. And then it gets here, we put it on trucks, oh, and then we run some more diesel fuel to deliver it. $20 million an hour. I can't, or 40 million, I don't know, but it's numbers I can't put my head around. And every one of us does that. Most of us do that. And we get done ordering the stuff from Amazon. They ought to do something about this global warming. They're just, I think we have within us the consciousness and the courage and the desire to shift and transcend our addictions to consumption. I do. We're part of this universe. The whole universe has a consciousness of tranquility and harmony and peace. Why can't we adopt that? It's there. Just be aware of it and take it on. I am the channel of abundance and prosperity, and I will let it flow through me every day, forever and ever. I am the consciousness of tranquility and peace, and I shall maintain that consciousness to the best of my ability forever and ever. And that will override the disturbances we have within our society. It's worked for this planet. I don't know how long this planet been here, 65 million years or something? I don't know, a long time. Way longer than me. Well, a little longer than me. You got to do the work, my friends. Just like the grass doesn't cut itself, does it, Ananda? You got to do the work. You get a little reward, but the reward is actually in doing something and accomplishing something, and know that you did your thing for the good of the whole. Even if you did create disturbance for the plants, they'll get over it. They'll spring back. They'll be there to mow again next week. But I think all of us, if we really pay attention and really are aware that we control our own consciousness, and in so doing we have the power to transcend the disturbances that might come in our lives of all kinds. Disturbances in our relationships, disturbances when we find the bank's overdrawn $114. When we find out we're going to pass and leave this life form. Whatever the disturbance in our warm and fuzzy might be, we have within us, because we are part of the tranquility of the universe. We are spirit. We have what it takes to transcend it, to fix it, to smooth it out. We're supposed to have all those things, the pains and the aches and the bumps in the road. We're supposed to. That's part of the plan. And we can let it, allow it to wreck our lives and make our lives a living hell, or we can use it to remind us we have the power to make this all better, smooth it out, learn some lessons from it, make it not the end of our world, just make it a bump, and know that we have the wherewithal to go over that bump and have it not wreck everything. It's our choice. Consciousness. Anybody care to describe what that is? I will. I came up with the definition. Deepak and the rest of those people with all the smart stuff and the $100 words, they write volumes to describe what consciousness is. Carl Jung, he talked about not consciousness so much as that everything that's ever happened to us has been part of what we call, it's in our subconscious. He calls it our collective unconscious. And it can drive the bus if we let it, or we can be conscious and aware and we can drive the bus. But consciousness is, see if this works for you. I don't know. I think consciousness is the power or energy or force that controls your thoughts, your words, and your actions at any given moment in time. That's one sentence. You can have it. I won't even sell it to you. And I think it's worth a lot of money. But you can have it. Consciousness, that power, that energy, that force that controls your thought, your words, or your actions at any given moment in time. And that can shift. But if you're aware that we are in control of our consciousness, we can be the power, the energy, the force that controls our thought, our words, and our actions. Or we can let something from the memory bank, Carl calls it the collective unconscious, the memory bank of all the reactions, every word, every action, every experience we've had. It's there, it's on file. We can let that control our future, our now, or we can remember, I am part of this universe, and the consciousness of this universe is tranquility and peace and harmony. And I am part of that, and I can take that consciousness and use it in my day-to-day life. And the universe proved to me that that will overcome and transcend every disturbance ever. Volcanoes go off. Doesn't change anything. I remember I watched a video once. There was a lady laying on a beach. She was pretty too, but the camera mostly focused on one eye. And it saw the pupil and the eye. And then the camera kind of went back. And then you could see the lady on the beach. Then you could see the ocean and the land. Then you could see the planet. And it kept going back, millions and trillions, until our planet was smaller than a grain of sand. Wow. So anything that we do on this planet, throw a rock through the window, get in an argument, is that going to affect something that is so minute, even on a grain of sand? Is that going to affect the whole universe? No. It's planned to be in pretty much harmony, peace, tranquility. And it's there for us, my friends. We're human beings. We'll lose our temper. We'll get afraid. We'll make snap judgments. We'll have knee-jerk reactions. But if we'll just stop for a moment and have some of that silence, and just remember, in that silence, we can connect again and be in charge of our consciousness. And we can overcome any disturbance that we might face or encounter in this life journey. That's it. Happy Father's Day. We're blessed with tranquility and harmony and peace and love and joy and hope. It's all there. And join me. I am the conduit.
I am the conduit.
And I will let all of that flow through me.
I will let all that flow through me.
forever and ever. Amen, and so it is. All right, let's stand up and sing, "Let there be peace on this earth." And we are part of that peace.
Appreciate that.